Hi guys, welcome back to the vlog, or if you're new, welcome. My name is Katie and I am a stay-at-home mom of 3 kids, ages 7, almost 5, and 2.5. And I have been a stay-at-home mom the whole time, ever since I became a mom. So this is my life and this is what I've always done, and I don't know any different. I've never worked outside of the home. And I love being a stay-at-home mom. But I do get sometimes, people that aren't stay-at-home moms are curious, like, how do you make it work? How do you like it? How do you do it? So my good friend Tiffany over at Our Small Town Life, she tagged me in this tag. And I thought that this would be the perfect opportunity to answer some of those questions about being a stay-at-home mom and a homemaker, and also give you guys the chance to get to know me better. So there's 20 questions and we're just gonna dive in and start answering these. Okay, so question number 1. Have you ever had anyone say negative things about you staying home? I don't think I've ever had anybody say anything negative, like at least to my face. The only thing is I have had people make comments when I tell them that I'm a stay-at-home mom. Something along the lines of like, wow, I don't know how you do it. And I know I couldn't do that. And, sometimes it can come across like a little passive aggressive, and I don't know if they mean it that way or not, but sometimes it can, you can feel offended, like that they act like, staying at home would be so horrible that they, couldn't imagine doing that. But for the most part, I haven't really had anything negative like said to me. Question number 2, what are your favorite and least favorite parts about being a stay-at-home mom? My favorite part, I think, is the obvious, that I'm home. I'm here for every moment. My kids have never gone to daycare, and I'm very blessed because of that I got to be like the first one to see their first steps, to hear their first word, to be there for all of those moments. I know that I'm blessed because I know that being a stay-at-home mom is not feasible for everybody. Some people financially cannot make it work. So that is probably my favorite thing about being at home, is being there for all those moments and being the one that gets to be there for that, and the one that gets to raise my children, the way that I want. I'm there for all of that. And the least favorite part is along the same lines. I'm home all the time, and sometimes that can get really old, being home all the time. Sometimes I really wish I had a job outside the home. Like, there are certain days I'm like, oh my gosh, I wish I could go to a job where I can interact and talk to other adults, and feel like I'm actually important or something. But I know I'm important doing my job at home. I know that this is where God has me and where God wants me, and that I'm doing a very important job in raising my children. But yeah, sometimes it definitely gets old being at home, but ultimately I do love it. And that's, why I do it. Number 3, what are your favorite chores and your least favorite chores? My favorite chore is probably laundry. I've always enjoyed doing laundry, and I know that there are so many people that are like, I hate doing laundry. I can't really relate to that. Like, I actually enjoy doing it. I find it comforting almost in a way, and it's kind of relaxing. I don't know. Growing up in my family at a very young age, I took over like all the laundry in our family of 5 when I was, probably 12, 13, maybe somewhere in there, maybe even a little bit younger. And I did everybody's laundry. That was like my chore for the family. We all had chores, and I loved it. And so I guess that's just been instilled in me, and I still enjoy it. Least favorite chores. I'm not a huge fan of mopping. I mean, I know it has to get done, but I feel like it hurts my back. I'm just not really a fan of it. And cleaning the bathrooms, because it's just gross. Like, it has to be done again, but I just hate it. Like, there's nothing fun about cleaning a bathroom. All right, number 4. What time do you go to bed and what time do you wake up? So I am like such an old person. Like I need a lot of sleep, and I've always been that way. Like my body just requires a lot of sleep. That honestly is one of like the hardest parts of having a newborn for me, is like the lack of sleep, because it seriously mentally messes with me. So that being said, I like to go to bed between like 10 and 11. I really can't stay up later than 11. Like I just can't. It really messes me up. And then what time I wake up? Again, not a morning person. I like my sleep. But with kids, you know, sometimes you can't snooze the day away. So I usually wake up around 7, sometimes 6:45, sometimes 7:30. It just kind of depends on the kids. Now that like Lawson and Emery are getting older, like if they wake up earlier, they know they can go get like muffins or Pop-Tarts or whatever and watch cartoons. And so it's kind of, they're a little bit more self-sufficient. So, and then with us also like homeschooling, and we don't have anywhere to rush to in the mornings, it makes our mornings a lot more casual. So it's not really like I don't have a strict, you know, wake up time. Question 5, do you play anything in the background while you're cooking or cleaning? Yes. I love to listen to worship music when I'm cooking, especially when I'm cooking and when I'm cleaning. And that's just something that I've always liked doing. And now that we have like an Alexa, she just turned on. I knew she would. Yeah, I listen to Alexa. I listen to worship music on that all the time when I'm cooking or cleaning. Sometimes I will, since I have a lot of friends here on YouTube and a lot of fellow YouTubers, I sometimes will put like one of my friends on and watch them also while I am cooking or cleaning. Number 6, do you get dressed most days or do you stay in your PJs? So honestly, I probably stay in my PJs more than I get dressed. Like if we're being honest, like if we're home and we don't have anywhere to go, which is probably at least 2 or 3 days out of like the week, like Monday through Friday, where me and the kids aren't really going anywhere, then we all stay in our pajamas because it's less laundry for me to do, honestly. I don't have, like, I know some homeschoolers are like, we do not, you know, do homeschool in our pajamas. Me, I don't care. I don't care what they wear to do their school. Like, that does not matter to me. So yeah, there are definitely, you know, a few days of the week where we all stay in our pajamas. But if I know that, you know, we have an appointment or I'm going to go to the store or we have somewhere to go, then we get dressed. And like at this stage in our lives, like, especially with our kids being little and homeschooled, like we just don't have very many activities that we're going to. And especially with COVID, like, you know, now that things are starting to like open back up and like the kids, our town sports have started again. So we're going to be putting the kids in some sports. Then yes, there will be less pajama days. But like I said, if we're at home and we're not going anywhere, I have no shame in having a pajama day because like I said, less laundry. And then that kind of leads into question number 7. How often do you do your hair and makeup? So like I said, if we're having a pajama day, I'm not doing hair and makeup, but obviously if we're going somewhere, then I do. But I mean, you guys, as you can see, I'm not a big like hair and makeup person anyways. Like I wear a very little amount of makeup and it's like very natural. You know, I don't do anything fancy. I can't do anything fancy. And my hair, like I prefer to wear my hair curly, but that just takes extra time and effort. So that only happens like on days where I, you know I'm doing something where I want to look a little extra fancy, I guess. Question number 8, what are the trouble zones in your home? I guess I would say like the kids' bedrooms are always a disaster. Always. Like our house, it's lived in. We live in our house and we don't have a playroom. So all of their toys, pretty much all of them, are in their rooms. And that's where they play. And I don't make them clean it all up every day because especially with our oldest, like she'll be playing with something and she'll have it all set up like a scene, you know, like if she's playing school with her Barbies or whatever. And so she wants to play that again the next day. She doesn't want to tear it all down, and I'm not going to make her. So, their rooms, yeah, they're disasters, but those, I can shut the door on there and then I have to deep clean it every now and then, like you saw in my previous video. But yeah, I would say the kids' rooms are always kind of a disaster, but to me, like, that's okay. Question number 9, do you get distracted? Not really. I don't think I really get distracted unless like I'm doing something or I'm trying to like make a list or like think of something. And then sometimes this happens where like all 3 kids come up to me at one time and they're all asking for like something different, like they all need you at that moment. And then I cannot remember like what I was doing or what I was thinking about. I think that's really like the only time that I would get distracted. Number 10, do you enjoy staying at home or do you miss work? So like I said, I've never worked outside of the home since I've been a mom. So I don't really know what that would be like. And, I don't know what the future holds. I don't know if I will always be a stay-at-home mom. Right now we're homeschooling, so it makes sense, but I don't know if we're going to homeschool forever, Maybe one day if all my kids were, enrolled in school, and I feel like it would be weird to like be here in the house by myself all day, So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I will go back to work someday. We don't know what the future holds. So keep an open mind. Number 11, what is your never-ending chore? I would have to say laundry and dishes, because laundry, everybody in the family is always wearing clothes. So you're never really caught up, because that as soon as everybody takes their clothes off for the day, there's a whole nother load to do. So really laundry, you can never catch up on laundry. And then I feel like same with dishes, like somebody's always using a cup, which we try to reuse our cup, like use 1 cup for the whole day so that there's not 10,000 cups to wash. But still, like I feel like there's always dishes to wash. Number 12, what is your way of having me time? I thankfully am blessed with a husband that really makes sure that I get me time. And I know you guys have heard me talk about this before, but my husband's schedule is very flexible. So it just so happens that on Wednesdays, he works from home. And so usually I will, lay Ellie down for her nap. Lawson and Emmy go to their room for quiet time. And then my husband can still work here at home. And then I leave and I go to Target, I go to Starbucks, sometimes I go to Dollar Tree or Marshall's, but that is like my me time every Wednesday, unless, we're gone or something. And that is almost like a very sacred time for me, because I need that time. Like that recharges me and gets me through the rest of the week. So you guys have heard me talk about my Wednesday Target days, and it's so funny because it's like become a thing that I do these Wednesday Target days. But that's like my me time, and it really does help me to get through the week. So that is an awesome thing that, me and my husband have built into our schedule, and it hasn't always been that way, but it's definitely a lifesaver for sure. Okay, number 13, how often and how does your husband chip in? My husband is amazing. He really is. Like, he does so much, even around the house, even though he works 2 different jobs. He does like all the outside stuff. He usually unloads the dishwasher in the morning. He helps with the kids. Like, he changes probably more diapers than I do. Like, he is just amazing. Anytime he's here, he changes the diapers. He does bath time. Like, that's always been his thing ever since Emery was little, is that he gives them a bath at night. And usually while I'm downstairs, like cleaning up from dinner and stuff. And that's just how we've worked into our schedule. And then my husband also, like, he's not, like I've always seen the TikToks and the memes about like the husbands that will leave their dirty socks like on the floor beside the basket. Like, that's not my husband. Like, he always makes sure to put his stuff in the basket. He throws his trash away. Like, I don't have to clean up after him. Like, he's a grown man and he does it himself. And that's the way it should be. But he's a really big help. And he also likes to clean. Like, he enjoys it. He gets in these certain moods sometimes. Like, especially on the weekends. I don't know. Like, if he's listening to music, he'll turn Alexa up really loud. And he'll just get in these cleaning moods where he likes to, like, clean random spots in the house. Like, deep clean the kitchen and stuff. So that's awesome. If he wants to do that, I'll let him do that. But like I said, he's really amazing and he helps out a lot. Like, he goes above and beyond what I could ever ask for or hope for. So I know I'm super blessed with that. Number 14, when do you do your chores and do you find it hard to keep up with them? I feel like the chores is an all day event. Like, it never ends, like you're always doing something. After mealtime, you clean up the kitchen and you wipe down the table. And then usually after the kids go to bed is when I like to vacuum or mop, because then I know at least it's going to stay clean with nothing being spilled on it for a few hours. I feel like it just depends the time, when I'm doing stuff. But do I find it hard to keep up? Not really. We have a really small house, and I think one of the perks of having a small house is it's not like that hard to keep clean, I think. And I feel like a big house would be like overwhelming. Like, where do I start? There's so much. But like, our house is small, and that's actually a perk to having a small house, is it's easy to keep it clean. There's not a whole lot of space for junk to pile up, or it doesn't take long to vacuum the whole house and mop the whole house, because we have smaller spaces. So I feel like it's very manageable to do. Number 15, what is your favorite room and why? Probably the kitchen and the living room, just because like I feel like that's where our family gathers, and our kitchen and dining room is like an open concept. And so kitchen, I enjoy cooking. I enjoy making food for my family. In the dining room here at the table, we do school, and we also, in the evenings, we like to play like card games or board games. And then in the living room, the kids are always playing in there, and we have dance parties at night. And then after the kids go to bed, that's where me and my husband will sit on the couch together and watch our shows. So I just feel like that's the heart of our home, is this kitchen, dining room, living room, kind of, it all, flows together. So I guess that would be my favorite. Number 16, what's your favorite cleaning product? Okay, I love the Dawn Power Wash Spray. If you guys have not tried that, you need to get on it because it's amazing. I've always loved Dawn dish soap. Like, I feel like it just cuts grease the best. It just, like, I've tried every brand that there is, and that one just works the best. And when they came out with that spray, like, it's seriously magic. Like, I can spray it on the toughest, like, cooked on, dried on stains, and you just let it sit for a little bit, and then it comes up so easy. So that stuff is amazing. I think that's my favorite cleaning product. And you can use it in other places. Like, I've seen people use it in their bathroom, use it on like clothes stains. So it's magic for real. You guys need to try that one. Number 17, what is your least favorite room in the house? I don't really know if I have a least favorite. I feel like I don't know. I don't really, like I said, our house is small. And so I like every room. I don't think I have a least favorite. Number 18, do you feel your home reflects your personal style? I think so. I'm not super sure. Like, I don't know if I have like a defined personal style. I like the farmhouse look, but we don't, like, our house isn't a farmhouse. So I don't go crazy on the farmhouse look, because I feel like that would be weird if you don't live in a farmhouse. I don't know. I guess I like the grays and whites. A lot of the stuff in our house is gray and white. I don't know. I kind of do like color schemes. So I don't know. I think it reflects my personal style, but like I said, I don't know if I have like a defined style. So I don't know. You guys tell me. Do you think that what you've seen of my house reflects my style or not? You guys tell me. Number 19. What does your home smell like? Ooh, that's a great question. I'd like to think that it smells good, that it smells clean, but I think that when you live in your home, like your nose is like used to it. And I don't think you smell everything that other people smell. So hopefully when other people come to my house, it smells good. I'll have to ask some of my friends. But you know, like when you go to somebody else's house, you can smell what their house smells like. But like, I don't know, maybe that's just me. Let me know in the comments if you agree that like you can't really smell your own house. I don't know. We have 3 kids and we have a dog. So I'm sure that, you know, sometimes it smells like kids and dog, but I try my best to keep it clean. And I do love like candles and, my wax melt and stuff like that. So like I try to always have like some yummy scent going on. All right, last question. What are your strong points and weak points when it comes to homemaking? That's a good question. I might need to think about that for a minute. Strong points, like I said, I feel like I do a good job like keeping the house clean. Like it's clean, but it's lived in. Like we live in this house. So it's not going to look like a Pinterest, you know, magazine. It's not going to look like 3 small children don't live here, because they do. But it's clean. Like, you know, there's no nasty gunk, you know, growing on the floor or anything like that. So I feel like I do a good job keeping it clean. I feel like I do a good job keeping it organized. Like me and my husband, we know where everything is. There's not like a lot of clutter. I am like the opposite of a pack rat. Like I'd rather get rid of everything. And so I think I'm good at that. And I also think I'm good at like making things special. At least I try to, like birthdays and holidays and any like reason to celebrate. I like to celebrate and make it special for my husband and my kids. So I think those are strong points. As far as weak points, when it comes to homemaking, oh, this is hard. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. This is really hard. Like it's hard to tell a weak point about yourself, but I can't even think of anything about like homemaking that's a weak point. Like maybe about like being a stay-at-home mom. I feel like I could always use more patience. Like, you know, there's times where I lose my patience and raise my voice or whatever. So that is a weak point. But as far as like homemaking, I don't know. I can't really think of one. That's a really hard question. Okay, so that's it. That was all 20 questions. I hope you guys enjoyed that and maybe learned a little bit more about me. And like I said, I love being a stay-at-home mom. I don't know any different when it comes to being a mom, but I'm very blessed to be able to stay at home. And I'm so glad that I am the one that gets to raise my babies, teach my babies as a homeschool mom, and be there for just every moment. Like I love that. So thank you, Tiffany, for tagging me in this Homemaker Tag. I am also going to tag some ladies in the comments. Feel free to do it, but no pressure if you don't want to. If I didn't tag you and you do want to do it, please go for it and let me know so I can watch. I would love to listen to how you answer these questions. Thank you guys again for watching. If you're new, go ahead, hit that red subscribe button and become a part of my YouTube family. I do all things related to being a mom here on my channel. Also, if you did enjoy, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That really helps my channel. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.